A Charlie Brown Christmas, the 1965 animated TV special based on the comic strip Peanuts by Charles M. Schulz. This was directed by Bill Melendez. You've seen this. This is arguably the Christmas special that everybody talks about.
I was going to say, this is, in my mind, like the definitive Christmas special.
Right.
When I think of the words, this is it's like this and Grinch, or the animated Grinch. God damn it! The first
the animated Grinch. Yeah.
The good animated Grinch. Well, fuck it. I haven't seen the new one, but I'm sure.
I'm imagining it's not the better animated Grinch. We'll say.
God damn it! The first Grinch that actually looks like the book.
Yeah. Those are the two.
Those are the two really that come to mind. And then I guess as an honorable mention, all the Rankin Bass. They're all the same shit. So.
Frosty, Rudolph, Santa Claus coming to town, all that stuff. But this is arguably the one.
Right.
The Stairway to Heaven.
Well, interesting you mentioned heaven, because this is it's very thematically heavy.
Yeah.
It's it lean. I mean, the whole plot, or I guess if there is a plot, because it's very slice of life in a way.
Slice of season.
Well, yeah, actually, that's a great way to describe it. Mm-hmm. Slice of season, and in this season, it examines commercialism versus religion. You know what that's like the obvious main theme here.
Right, and that's something that really kind of is interesting. Is, well, how often did you grow up with this, or did you pick it up recently, or what?
I've seen this dozens of times.
Yeah, who are we kidding? Same.
The VHS I have is from the 80s.
Oh, you have the VHS?
Yeah, I watched it on VHS.
Oh, wow. See, I just watched it on I think it was ABC or what.
Yeah.
They'd air it a shit ton.
I've got the one where it has this big, like, it was, the Disney VHS ones with the extra plastic?
Yeah.
This was like, but I guess this was before that even. It's like...
concrete?
No, it's like an extra... like paper, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just like there's extra like blocky shit.
It's official, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's VHS AF, as the kids say on the interwebs.
You should make an unboxing video for those kids.
Unboxing, explained reaction. Yes. Top 10 anime
prank.
Betrayals prank. Gone wrong. Explained while on a hoverboard, while piloting a drone that is carrying my vape pens.
Yeah.
All right, so back to Charlie Brown Christmas, because...
Charlie's depressed.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. I never, as a kid, got that until very recently. I'm like, holy shit, he's like hardcore, like a 7-year-old kid, like sad and like having an existential crisis about the meaning of his spirituality. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this only happened to me... I realized this. I'm like, I had a similar reaction to this. Like, this was the Christmas that spoilers for kids listening to this, turn the podcast off right now. This is going to ruin your Christmas. When I learned Santa wasn't fucking real, I was super depressed. Like, I was like, something doesn't feel right. Like, and I was just thinking about Santa, like, Mom and Dad, how does Santa do blah, blah, blah? And like, my curiosity got the better of me, and they're like, Robert, we're just going to tell you.
Yeah.
So, like, it reminded me of that, where, like, I was starting to get older, and I'm like, God damn it, something about Christmas doesn't feel right.
I think part of that comes from that Charlie Brown, even though they're only, like, 5, 6, or, like, whatever, like, second grade at the oldest.
Obscenely young to be saying and thinking some of this shit.
Well, that's what is so amusing about Peanuts, is that like they all have these strangely adult perspectives on life.
Yeah, because like the adults don't exist. Essentially,
it's like, I guess this is like in some ways a precursor to Rugrats.
Yeah.
But like this being like in a different way, because it's like they're still young, mm-hmm. but like they just have certain perspectives on things that are very adult. And I think another thing that speaks to that is Charlie Brown. He's an old soul. Yeah, no, he dresses like one. He wears a fucking poor boy cap, and he wears a fucking sweater with, Argyle all over it and shit. Plaid. Right. But yeah, it's really interesting. So, of course, you got that, and Lucy suggests that in order to get some of his Christmas spirit back, that he'd direct the neighborhood Christmas play. Right. I don't know why you'd allow a child to do that. Sounds horrible. See, that's the other thing. What the fuck is this play about? I've watched this. It's just them dancing. I watch this every year, and I'm like, what is this play about? What are they trying? Like, what is the point? It's like the only thing that seems to be sort of there is like
There's music.
No, there's music, and I guess it's like they're trying to make a pageant.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? You never find out.
Yeah,
You never find out what the play is if it goes well.
Yeah,
You never learn any of that shit. But like, why would you let a child who's clearly stressed out direct a fucking anything? A child. It's like this reinforces my thought about what the Peanuts really is.
I feel like if Charlie Brown were any more of an old soul, he'd complain about his back pains.
Oh yeah. Do you know what the Peanuts is? This is what I think it is. My surmising of it. This is Peanuts explained, if you will.
What's that?
This is the entire town they conspire against Charlie Brown to try and get him to kill himself. They're just so obscenely mean to him and trying to put him in shitty situations of stress and anxiety. And I feel like there's a Riverdale or fucking a new Sabrina version of this fucking show.
I feel like you just spoke that into existence.
But I feel like this
fall on CW.
I feel like this is even less of a fucking leap than those shows.
It's like something's lurking in the town of wherever Peanuts are from.
But like God, they're
Charlie
so mean
Brown,
to him.
You suck. And then it's like they gotta make it modern for the cool kids. So there's a group text.
Oh God.
Or what are some of the weird apps like
Snap Speak?
They're using Snapchat, and it's all
Flickergram.
making fun of shitty Charlie Brown with Flickergram.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the end tag of the episode is like you just see a shadow of the Great Pumpkin.
Oh, and it's real.
Yeah, no, duh, dude. Yeah, we're making our Riverdale, whatever the fuck.
Sabrina
Brown,
dark show, but it's just so weird how shitty they are. Like everyone is. Like, what's the chick in the green? There's the chick in the green with the dark hair and the chick in the orange with the.
There's the one that kind of looks like Lucy. Her name's Violet.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks for the Christmas card, Violet. I didn't send you one. I love how she's no tact whatsoever.
What's the girl in the orange dress with like she's got like a brown bob haircut? I don't know. They both hate Charlie Brown like almost immeasurably. It's like you don't even interact with him in like any other fucking episodes. Like, why do you hate him so much? Like, oh brother,
it's because he's a Debbie Downer.
God, oh man. Funny.
Also, yeah. Let's see. Well, I mean, just like listen, like the way Charlie Brown talks. I mean, he has to get psychiatric help from Lucy.
I'm depressed.
Yeah, love that plinking sound of the nickel.
Yeah.
You know, I have a coin jar.
You do?
Yeah, and it's also made of metal. I agree with her. The plink of a nickel is a good sound,
especially in the holidays.
Yeah, cold hard cash, as she put it. Also, even Lucy is like, she's got shades of Charlie Brown and old soulishness. Because it's like, I like how he's like sort of, you know, like talking about what he finds wrong with Christmas lately, and like he thinks he's commiserating with her when she's like, yeah, I agree, dude. Christmas doesn't work out for me. It's like all I get is clothes and toys, and Charlie Brown's like, yeah, go on with that. It's like, but I never get what I really want. What do you want? Real estate. Which is very reminiscent of another line from a movie a few years down the line. I've got one word for you.
Oh, man.
Plastics. It felt very similar. It's like
an out of left field.
Well, it's an out of left field thing. It's like a one word or I guess a one subject catch-all solution that this is their big comeuppance. And it's not that either one of them are wrong. It's just that I never I've seen this 100 times, and I swear I never remember that.
Yeah.
Real estate.
Yeah, there's
classic.
There's a lot of stuff in here that I was like, I forgot about this part.
Yeah. So there's that. No one's taking the play seriously.
No.
Okay, here's one thing I never understood. There's that part where Lucy's like, look, you've got to take direction. What prompts her to say that? They're just
you the director?
Yeah. Number one, no. Well, I guess number one, there's that. Number two, they're not like doing anything. They're just standing there.
Also, Lucy, what the fuck have you done?
Yeah.
God.
And
Lucy sucks. Let's just, come on.
Yeah, Lucy does suck.
This just became a Lucy sucks podcast.
Sure did.
Like, she's such a bastard. Like, to Charlie Brown specifically. We won't have to talk about the football thing. That's thankfully not in this one.
Yeah.
But, like, what the fuck? Why you gotta do that to the man? He's just trying to, like, not suck. Not have a shitty life.
She's just hijacking the play, man. She's just,
And worst of all, she hates dogs. Come on.
It disgusts me.
Funny joke, though, when Charlie Brown walks in and everyone's clapping and Snoopy's howling and he thinks he's booing.
You know what's
Man's
weird
best
is,
friend.
well, first of all, yeah, there's that. First of all, Snoopy's stealing the show.
Oh, at every turn.
Every turn he gets, and you know what's weird is, I said, in my mind, I was thinking, wow, he's kind of like a not, like an actually funny version of that annoying Marx brother.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like Harpo or
Harpo,
whatever.
I think?
I don't know. All the Marx Brothers suck ass. It's the shitty version of the Three Stooges. Like,
And they had more of them and they couldn't do better
they
than the
couldn't.
Three
They
Stooges.
couldn't do better. But like the one who doesn't talk always pissed me off. I'm like, that's just annoying. Like you're just annoying. But Snoopy, it was like I feel like he did what he tried to do, but better. And I was actually reading something that's like was saying he was like that was the influence.
Yeah,
And it's weird as I see that. It's like, well, you know what? Snoopy did him one better.
that's true. Well, the director of the show, director of this Christmas special and many other specials and animated things of Peanuts ilk later, Bill Melendez is the voice of Snoopy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he's, iconic at it,
Yeah.
Those weird dog noises.
Yeah.
He also steals the show in a literal sense in the show with his display of Christmas decorations, right?
Yeah, and then here's something. Oh, Charlie Brown got this. Charlie Brown doesn't want to do the commercial shit. Tried to participate.
Right.
Despite his apprehension to give in to the societal pressures.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown, he's a rebel, man.
Right.
He's not into what society's into, man.
No, he's not. He's
like-
into taking long walks.
He's
in the
like, guess
snow.
what, brah? You got your shirt with just a straight line on it. Mine's a zigzag. But
yeah.
anyway, okay, yeah. So anyway, he tries to participate despite his apprehension and, his reluctance to just do what the cool cats are doing.
Exactly.
He gets a tree. Of course, he
does.
chooses a horrible tree.
Here's a question. Have you ever seen a metal Christmas tree?
Yeah, maybe.
Because, that was something where I'm like, I remember seeing this as a kid and even then being like, they make metal Christmas trees?
I mean, that was a thing of the time. They're obviously not as common anymore.
Yeah, there are a couple of those references where, what's her name? Lucy keeps talking about bubblegum cards. How come Beethoven's
Yeah.
not on a bubblegum card? I'm like, you're losing me. What is
Yeah,
that?
it's like-
what is that shit again?
Kids now are just like, Kim Kardashian's not on bubblegum cards. Bubblegum cards must be stupid.
Do kids even chew gum anymore?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I don't know. Probably.
So, they try and he gets the shitty tree.
Why? Did you think this was going to work? Charlie, they already hate you.
Maybe, yeah, that's a good point. It's like, Charlie, you're not going to win friends doing this.
No, in many ways, Charlie, I feel bad for you, but you bring this on yourself.
Maybe he's a masochist and he's just like, I want to see them just say horrible shit to me when I get this horrible tree.
Ooh, that's an interesting character trait to add to the CW reboot.
Oh, yeah, he's like, you don't understand.
I wanted this.
I wanted to have a shitty life or whatever. Every time I know she's going to take the football away, and I just kick as hard as I can and miss.
And as the blood rushes to my head on the ground,
Yeah.
I feel the warmth in my chest. Let's stop.
All right. So, don't get any ideas now, CW.
Yes, we'll be coming knocking with
Yeah.
our non-existent lawyer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it'll be me and then Alex dressed in a suit. And like, listen here.
According to this piece of paper. Anyway, so they give him shit for the tree being all horrible. And then, after a while, Charlie Brown's like, does anyone know what Christmas is about?
We get the speech.
Linus drops some knowledge, but I'm going to skip that for now. They just steal all of Snoopy's decorations.
And Snoopy comes up and is like, fine.
Yeah. Snoopy's like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I'd be like, hey, assholes.
I won.
Yeah. You want to give me back my decorations? I'd be like, Charlie, like, you're about the Bible stuff. Thou shalt not steal. What the hell, man? You're just going to sit there? Let them take all my stuff?
Also, Linus, like, looks at the tree and is all of a sudden like, I never really did think it was such a bad tree. I'm like, where the fuck were you when they were just destroying your, like, closest friend's life because he bought a tree that looks like shit? Like, come on, Linus. Like, you suck. You neurotic bastard. Come on.
I'm just too busy, like...
You used all your brain power in that speech?
Yeah, yeah. Well, then there's that speech, and that's an interesting part, obviously. Well, it's, like, extremely crucial to Charlie Brown cheering up. Mm-hmm. But it's also... I read that Charles Schultz said he wouldn't do it.
Really?
If they didn't include that part.
Well, I mean, it is interesting in that it's, like, a reframing of, like, well, what does Christmas mean? And it's like, well, traditionally speaking... To many people, it is a Christian holiday, so it's like, oh yeah, it makes sense. So I guess it's an interesting thing to put in a special like this that still plays.
Right. I think they made the right move though by being like, but it's also about trees and shit. Secular stuff. Yeah, because I thought that I don't know if it was meant to be interpreted this way, but I guess this is just me digging way too hard trying to find a way to make it appeal to the secular audience. Yeah. I kind of thought it was a cool East meets West moment when they're singing Hark the Herald Angel. Hark the Herald Angel in front of a beautifully decorated secular Christmas tree.
Yes, it's very Christian meets the secularism, that's true.
Or commercial, but it's like, it's a nice looking tree. It's like, what's wrong with that?
Mm-hmm. And it's a microcosm of the entire episode. You know, you have a lot of the commercialized elements, the music, Lucy, complaining to Schroeder in that legendary scene with Jingle Bells.
Oh, man.
But then you have Charlie Brown being depressed because he doesn't get what the real meaning of Christmas is.
And he also, why does there need to be holiday season to emphasize that no one likes me?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. What a dark line.
I kind of love that. Yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's like funny and like really, really dark and thematic. Mm-hmm. All this stuff in just a half hour special in which you don't see the fucking play at all.
Or the adults.
Yeah.
Who don't run the play.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you know that this episode was originally supposed to be an hour?
Really?
And that all the animation was completed in 4 months?
I heard it was 6 months.
Well, it was 6 months, but they didn't start animating until 2 months in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it was commissioned by Coca-Cola, and it was on a super shoestring budget, too.
Oh, yeah. And the producers initially thought it was going to fail because there was no laugh track. The tone was weird. The pacing was different from what they wanted. The music was non-traditional. The network thought it was going to suck, but it aired and it tested really well.
Well, see, that's what's weird is, like, I'm joking around when I'm, like, nitpicking, like, them stealing Snoopy's shit or, like, what is this stupid-ass play about or, like, whatever. But there's so much else to work with that it almost doesn't matter that the plot is almost non-existent in some ways.
Yeah, and I can overlook... Like, there are little animation errors here and there. Like, do you know the one at the end where, like, when they're singing Hark the Herald Angels Sing and it's panning from, like, left to right, and, like, there's a very quick, like, lightning quick frame where you can see, like, Pigpen's head drops out and, like, goes to the background and, like... what the heck is her name? One of the girls in the background, the
Marcy or whatever,
something like her dress like comes like into like to the foreground. Like it's so weird. Like just check that scene out. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
you can overlook stuff like that.
Well, let's talk about the music.
Oh, it's legendary.
First of all, that's one of the best Christmas albums, and it's up there just as a jazz album. Period.
Yeah, and if we're talking like Christmas score, like Christmas media score, like I would put that along the side of like the Home Alone soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like any soundtrack for any Christmas classic, another movie that we're talking about next.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just an iconic fucking score. The skating song, that's my favorite.
See, that's the thing is what I think makes this stand out. I mean, I guess in the genre of jazz, like my one complaint about jazz is it doesn't often really conjure up much like interesting like visuals. Mm-hmm. And I know that's kind of like a weird thing, but, you know, like rock. It's like the final countdown. You imagine like a big clock or something, or
Right.
like a football team or a battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like jazz, it's like they always choose such like shitty names for songs, like Scoopity Bob guy like walking down the stairs
In this rain.
Or it's it's like
It's raining outside and it's dark.
having a whiskey while listening to Miles Davis. It's like what a shitty ass name for a song. Like the only like, I mean, yes, the music itself, like jazz in general, is awesome. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't do much for me, like in terms of like me thinking of a story.
Right.
And this is so standout from that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much here that's
because
just iconic.
Well, it's like the ones like
Yeah, Skating Man. That's the best one.
Well, it's like you literally imagine snow falling. Mm-hmm. It's like, to me, it's hard not like, and I mean, it's as simple as calling it skating. It's like, finally, something besides walking and Scooby-Doo bopping and like the jazz music itself. Like, because I love Wes Montgomery, but it's like, when you're naming your shit after time signatures, come on, man. It's like 6 to 4 to 8 to 7 to 5. Doobity bop. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Give me, like, I know that's like a weird complaint, but I feel like to me that's one possible reason why jazz, like, some people have like a hard time like getting into it.
Yeah, that's true. And this is, I think, very accessible.
Yeah,
you get Linus and Lucy, which is just a good, I mean, it's the Peanuts theme. It's the best. But then you get like the arrangement of Oh Christmas Tree. Like the...
Yeah.
It's great.
That's what I mean. It's like a really amazing arrangement.
Mm-hmm. It's clever. And it aids the story, most importantly.
It aids the story.
And the imagery.
Also, like, I think a lot, like, the opening song, the Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong key again. Damn. Anyway.
Your perfect pitch.
There we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, got it. But that song, I kind of like it because it's like, Christmas time is here, but everything sucks, and Charlie Brown hates life so
Santa
much.
isn't real.
Lucy is a bitch. Sally is a brat, and Linus won't get rid of that dumbass blanket. Holy shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just like, everything's great, but not really.
Yeah.
Like the music literally just reflects that with the, you know, the downshift. Yeah, the chord progression downward.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's what I mean. It's like,
this is a Christmas special where the lyrics fit. Songs.
Yes, exactly. And not only that, it's like,
sorry, Rankin Bass.
and the lyrics aren't like dog shit.
Oh,
yeah. It's like, I mean, I could honestly do a review of just the album because I listened to it recently. There's some stuff that's not in the cartoon, like the "What Child Is This" or whatever.
Yeah,
like Green Sleeves. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's so good that they had as is typical of jazz with CDs. You get some bonus tracks of the same song, but a different take.
Oh, yeah.
So you get Green Sleeves and Green Sleeves take 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they are actually pretty different. I mean, the verses and choruses are the same, but the solos and the Scooby Bobs are a little different.
Right.
But okay, yeah, I could go on and on about the music.
It's. I mean, what else can we say other than it is?
One thing I have to point out that is an error on the recording. There's a trio of a piano player, a bassist, and a drummer, and Snoopy is playing the guitar. That does not make sense.
Yeah, no. There's a couple scenes where you're like, where are the drums? You're like, what the? It's not gonna happen until you're over the age of 13 at least. You can be like, wait a second.
I noticed an error and I wrote into the station.
Yes, I called ABC.
Yeah. ABC, I'm very disappointed that you are teaching children incorrectly about music.
I'm very glad to report that ABC will no longer ever air Christmas.
Yeah.
Peanuts Christmas.
It's been pulled off the air. I got a whole group. I got a Twitter army of angry bots.
Yeah. Yeah, this is. I mean, what else is there to say?
Well,
Got some other notes?
Talked about, yeah, I have lots of notes. I took like 3 pages.
Why is it called Peanuts?
You know what? That's something I have never cared to understand or ask.
It's
is
true.
it Peanuts like gallery? Like
It could be.
I don't know, man. I've never looked that up.
Oh, yeah, no, you're actually exactly right. The syndicate settled on the name Peanuts after the Peanut Gallery featured in the Howdy Doody TV show.
Okay, that makes sense.
Good guess.
So, I talked about Charlie Brown's disappointment being different than others. Well, I guess this is something we've sort of touched on, but it's kind of astounding that in 1965 they had something that talked quite heavily, or rather the special heavily dealt in this, the holiday time blues.
Yeah.
And that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Even if you're 7.
Yeah, jeez.
And you sort of suck, but it's not entirely your fault, and everyone else thinks you suck.
Yeah. Do you suck, or is it your environment that's made you suck?
That's another thing. It's like I was thinking about that, because it's like, so Linus, he dropped some knowledge.
Mm-hmm. This is a surprisingly deep film TV special, but yeah, a lot of its messages didn't really come out until I was much older. I mean, this is very similar to a lot of Christmas specials or Christmas things that I watched, like the Santa Claus, like well, I didn't end up watching The Simpsons when I was growing up, but I'm sure there were things in there that I wouldn't have caught if I had watched it as a youngin'. You know, so this is it's a very apt thing. I was just there as a kid for the pretty colors and Snoopy fucking around with the piano and dancing and shit. But as an adult, I'm there for that and a little bit of knowledge.
Yeah, I would say watching this with that new perspective. I mean, it's kind of the same, but there's just little things I noticed. Mm-hmm. I think honestly, the animation holds up just fine. I mean, aside from a few little errors, but you know what they did is they utilized shortcuts well.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Like, if you're dancing, yes, by all means, loop away.
Yeah.
And, like, I just always have liked Peanut's style of drawing. It's that simple. It sort of, like, reflects, like, the subject matter. Mm-hmm. Like, simple, sort of lighthearted.
Right.
Like, it's about, like, kids. It kind of looks like a kid's drawing, but, like, a kid who's, like, really good at drawing for being, like, a little kid.
Right. Yeah, man.
Just simple animation. Works well. And they use like camera movement,
panning and tilting.
That's what I'm saying. There's just like when you do that correctly, you can get away with not having things move a whole ton,
right?
Or you can just have like the background just be like random yellow and red blurs if you're Speed Racer. Yeah. But yeah, character designs are perfect, just like the comic.
I mean, it's nothing short of iconic. Everything about it is.
Right.
Everybody knows what Charlie Brown looks like. Everyone knows what his shirt looks like. Everyone knows what the tree looks like. Everything. Snoopy.
Yeah. Voice acting's on point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially for children.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of emotional range and just good delivery, especially matching the voices, or matching the faces as drawn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I could give you a lot of reasons why this is a great special, but I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Classic Lucy.
Yeah.
Threatening Linus.
Violent.
Yeah.
Violent lady.
And then he's like, you wouldn't hit a shepherd. And it's like, man, Linus, like, if I were there, I'd just want to punch you more.
You nerd.
Yeah, exactly. He's such a nerd because he's like the one, he's like, well, I think I know the answer, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
So I think this to me is, I mean, I've seen this 100 times. I don't give a shit if none of it makes sense, like with the school play. I love this. This is a perfect score to me.
Yeah, I'd probably
find it. This is absolutely charming.
Oh yeah, it's a classic. I mean, this is gonna sound low, but I'd probably give it an 8, just because I was more of a Great Pumpkin kid. That was the special I always leaned. Yeah, I leaned closer to that one than the Charlie Brown Christmas special.
Well, I leaned to this because I have never seen that.
You've never seen The Great Pumpkin?
Not the whole way through.
Oh, whoa! Holy God, that's a classic.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to get there next year or something.
Well, so the point is, in a town where all the parents are dead during Christmas, these kids thrived and had a good time.
That's a 13 out of 15, and it's worth a damn watch, people.
Yeah, 13 out of 15.
But we know you've already seen it.
Yeah,
Probably.
Or maybe their parents aren't dead. They're just like all on vacation.
Maybe they're all shopping.
Oh, that's a good point.
Because commercialism, man.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why he's so depressed.
And then like, some of them could be at church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parents buying shit.
Anyway, yeah. So that's the end of our review of Charlie Brown Christmas.